A very good evening. So, thank you for joining into today's edition of Coffee with Vythee. So, I'm very happy to meet you here for the first time in 2023 on this beautiful Saturday evening. So, today we will be looking at a very interesting tool, a very easy to use tool, and at the same time a very professional looking tool. So, this tool is called PIXLR. So I have used PIXLR quite some time back, and I was talking to someone else a few days back, and they sort of reminded me of PIXLR. So I thought, okay, let me talk about PIXLR as part of this month's Coffee with YD series. So we will be looking at PIXLR today. So before we get into PIXLR, I'll just give you an overview of what PIXLR is all about. So PIXLR is basically a tool which you can use both in your desktop as well as in a mobile app form. So this can be used for editing your images, and you can also use it to create a lot of templatized formats like posters, brochures. If you want to create thumbnails for your Facebook story, your YouTube videos, for your Instagram posts, you can use PIXLR for that. One of the things that I like about PIXLR, it's really quick, it's very fast to use, and it's very easy to learn as well. So when it comes to the pricing part, of course, it has a freemium model. So there is a free version available, and there is also a paid version available. So the free version essentially gives you access to the basic tools, and only some templates are available. And of course, the paid version will have a few more templates that will be available. But in my experience, I think the free version itself has tremendous amount of capabilities that you can use. So I will go ahead, start sharing my screen, and we will look at how PIXLR is laid out. I'm sharing my screen. Okay. So this is the website. So it's called pixlr.com, pixlr.com. So this is how the website will look like. So you will first have to sign up with PIXLR, and once you sign up, you will have an account dedicated for you, and you can work on all of your files. You can save your files, retrieve them, you can download them. All of that can be done. So signing up is very simple. So I will show you how to sign up first, and then we will look at the various tools available in PIXLR. So signing up, on the top right screen you have your sign up button, so you can just select that. So you can either use a custom email, or you can sign up with any of these applications. So easiest is to sign up with Google. So I'm just going to show you how it's done. So I'm selecting my account, my name. So it's signing me up for the service. Yeah, there we are. So it's signed up. So it's as simple as that. You can sign up with Google in just a couple of clicks. So you can see that my name is up here and we are signed up. So right now I'm using the basic version to demonstrate what all can be done using the basic version itself. So if you look at the website itself, you can see that there are three main tools that are available to us: PIXLR X, PIXLR E, and Photomash Studio. So these are the three main tools that are available. So we will look at what these tools are. So the first tool is called PIXLR X. So PIXLR X is a very simple tool. So if you want to create designs very quickly with minimal customization, you just want to have a few images, use some basic templates, and quickly create something, PIXLR X is the way to go. If you want to do a bit more editing, a bit more advanced editing, like I mean, if you want to use tools that are sort of available in Photoshop, like a smudge tool or things like that, you will have to go to PIXLR E, which is a slightly more advanced version. And Photomash Studio is a visual creator. I'll come to Photomash in a bit. So we will start with PIXLR X. That's the easiest one. So when you select PIXLR X, this is what you will get. So you have it's a photo editor and template designer. you have a set of options available on the left side of your screen. So you have your home button, which will bring us back to the screen. You have templates that you can use. So depending on whichever post that you want to create, whether it's for Instagram or YouTube or Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, Roblox, Flyer, whichever, LinkedIn, whichever one you want to use, you can select that and it will show you templates to that size. So the advantage of using a tool like this is because, as you know, if you are creating content for Instagram versus YouTube versus Facebook, the dimensions of that particular post is very specific. So if you want to create something that is custom, you'll end up resizing it, or whatever you create will not exactly go and fit in. So if you use a tool like this, it will create templates, it will provide you templates which is absolutely set to that dimension, so that you don't have to worry about size of the picture and all of that. You just select what you want, create what you want, and you just export it. It will exactly fit into that particular application for which you are creating it. So let's say that I'm creating something for my YouTube channel. So I'm just selecting this. So you will see a lot of options that are available. These are all pre-made templates. So you can go in and use it. So when you mouse over, you will see whether it's a free template or a paid template. So a paid template will have this crown like thing, and free templates will have the word free. So whatever is free you can use. So there is a healthy mix of both free and paid templates over here. So you can go ahead and select the template of your choice. Let's see, let me just quickly pick one and I'll show you. So let's say, okay, let's pick this one for example. So you just select this. So when you see an editor open, so on the left you have your edit control. So these, like I said, this is PIXLR X, which means that the edit controls will be very limited. It will be pretty simple and straightforward. So here you can arrange items, you can add a little bit of animation to it, you can go back to layouts and templates, you can add any additional text that you want, you can add images. If you have any custom images that you already have, you can go ahead and add those, and your basic edit functions are there. You can crop images, you can cut images, you can adjust the filters for all these images. So all these features are like the basic image editing features that are there in any software. You will get all of that over here. You can add some effects. So let's say you want to edit this, so you can just go in here. It's very simple. You just select this, the text box will open, so you can select whatever text you want. Let's say that you can type this over here, and when you select this, again you can go in and edit the text. Let's say let's explore life, we just call that. So it will come like this. So you can basically do whatever you want. You can position the image, you can position the frame, you can move this around. So all of this can be done over here. It's extremely simple. So you can make this look bigger. So one other thing that will be there if you're using the free version is on the right you have your advertisements. So since it is a free version, they will be posting ads over here, so you can sort of ignore this column. There's nothing happening over here. So you can use all these features, and so again, when it comes to text, you can do some alignment of the text, like how exactly you would do in a Word or a PowerPoint. The exact same thing can be done over here. The advantage that you have over here is the color combinations, the templates, the graphics that are there, all of that is preset for you. So all you'll have to do is select a theme, add your text, and you'll be able to export it very easily. So it's as simple as that. So when you're done, you can just hit save. So when it goes to save, it will ask you how you want to save it, whether you want it as a JPEG or a PNG file, or whether you want to save it as a PDF file. So you have all those options. So you can just select JPEG, select it as high quality, just hit save, just apply, and you can see that the graphic is now downloaded to my system. So I have it over here. So it's as simple as that. So I'm going to close that. So editing using PIXLR X is very simple if you are using templates. So it's very straightforward. So again, when you go to images, again images, there is a very large library of images that are there. So you can open any of these images and use this. So let's say that you like this particular image, so you select it. It will ask you whether you want to add it to an existing project or create a new. So let's say you want to create a new one. So you will get options to select what resolution you want. So we will typically go with full HD because that's your standard resolution. So we'll just apply that. So this particular image will open with the same editor. So you can add all you want to. So if you want to add text, so when you add text, you also have these kind of designer text over here. So you can just add any text to this manner, something like this. So just if you want to create some quick content to distribute, or if you want to create some quick greetings and stuff like that, it will take you very few seconds to create something like this. You can add even text, like, I mean, if you want to add some effects, you can do all of that over here. You can crop this image. If you want to make it smaller, you can make it smaller. So all your basic edit functions will be available with PIXLR X. So if you are looking to create some quick content and some quick graphics that you want to use for your projects, or if you want to say create some quick custom greetings and share it with your friends, clients, or family, you can use PIXLR X. It's very, very quick to create. So I'm going to close this. So this is how PIXLR X is set up. So again, you can search for images whatever you want. Let's just say that I'm searching for Christmas. So you will get graphics pertaining to that. So you can actually go in and use keywords to search, identify a particular theme, and quickly create custom graphics. So that is the advantage of using a tool like PIXLR X. So we will go and have a quick look at the other tool, which is PIXLR E. So PIXLR E is an advanced version of PIXLR X. So I will show you the difference. So when I click PIXLR E, it will look more or less similar to what we saw in PIXLR X. So you have the same kind of buttons over here. But when I open this particular one that we just created in PIXLR X, you will see that on the left I have a lot more options available. So these are, again, for if you are familiar with Photoshop, you will be able to identify most of these buttons. So each of these buttons have unique functions. So you will also see that there are layers over here similar to Photoshop. So if you want to add any particular effect, or if you want to add any custom graphics, you can add layers. So you can add a text layer. So this plus button here, it will allow you to add any kind of layer. Let's say I want to add an empty layer, and I want to let's say draw something over here. So let's say I'm just taking this tool. So something like this. So all these customizations can be done. So you can use you can do a little bit of smudging. All of this can be done. So these kind of applications, so if you are looking at a much more complex or advanced level of editing your images, you will go in for PIXLR E. So apart from that, the functionalities are all the same. The applications, the options that are available are all the same between PIXLR E and PIXLR X. PIXLR E is just advanced image editing functions are available over here. So that's the only main difference. So we will exit this. So apart from that, all of the other components are the same. The same templates are available. Whatever you saw in PIXLR X, same templates are available here. Same set of images are available here. Everything else is the same. Just that the editing options are much more over here. So I'm going to go back, and here we are going to look at 3 more tools. They are called Photo Mesh, Remove BG, and Batch Editor. So these 3 are again very interesting tools. So apart from creating templates like this, right? So we can create greetings, we can create handouts, flyers, and all those things. Now your Photo Mesh is something that's going to help you customize your individual images. So let's say that you are going to create a flyer that is going to feature yourself. So you can use something like a Photo Mesh to make those flyers look much more interesting and much more trendy, because what we typically see is we see a flyer and we just see the photograph of the presenter with their information, things like that. So it's very common. So photo mesh allows you to do a few more interesting things. So I will go to photo mesh. So here it shows a variety of options. So you can either go in with any of these templates that are available. So these are all templates. So you can create thumbnails like this. So you can see how this photographic effect looks very different. So you can see this outline and all those things. So all of this can be done using this particular application. So I'm going to select something very simple to demonstrate. Let's say that I want to do perhaps something like this. So I can replace my photo over here. So in order to do that, what you have to do is you have to select your photo. So I'm just going here, I'm selecting my photo. So I'm going to select one of these. Let's say I select this. So you can notice that my photograph has come up over here, replacing that. So or you can do a lot of things over here. So you can go in and do a lot of customization in terms of you can change the background color. Let's say I want pink, you can do that. Or if you are looking for a particular custom color, you can again do all of that over here. And then you can work on creating an outline like what we just saw. Let's say that I want a pink outline for me or a green outline for me, something to make it a bit more interesting. Let's say yellow. So it will automatically create that little bit of outline for you so that it looks like you're popping out from that. And you can have shadows added to it, so it gives a bit more 3D kind of a look. So you can either do it this way, or you can even adjust the shadow distance. You can adjust the distance of the shadow, you can adjust the direction of the shadow, you can just move it around whichever direction you want. You can move around your shadow, and you can of course change the color as well. Let's say I want another different kind of a yellow shadow, so I can do something like that, make it look a little bit more visually interesting. And of course when it comes to effects, you can create some custom effects to make it. So this is the original photograph that I had, so you can make it look a bit more interesting like this. You can add some visual effects to make it look very different and kind of pop up kind of feel to it. And then of course you can go in and add any text that you want. So I'm just going to add, let's say let's do coffee with Vythee again, and I'm picking, let's say this. So I can have this over here, I can make this larger, I can move this around, I can do whatever I want with this. Let's say I want to change the font color, I can do that. I can even change the style like this. So I can make this a little bit bigger, bring this over here. So all of these kind of customizations, there are different font options that are available. So all of this can be very quickly achieved using this particular tool. So I'll make this smaller, bring this over here, say coffee with Vythee, something like this. So this is actually very quick to create and quick to download graphics, because if you have to create an effect like this in your desktop using a Word or a PowerPoint, it's going to take a lot of time. But you take a tool like this, it's very easy. All you'll have to do is once you're done, just hit save. A copy of your file gets downloaded over here, so you can just use it in any other application that you want. So this helps with customization of any particular photograph. Let's say that you have your own image that you want to use it as part of a particular promotion or as particular pamphlet and things like that. This is a very easy tool, and you can see that it just took me like couple of minutes to create something like this. And there are other patterns as well, so you can go in for a circular version. So same thing comes up, you can go and change the outline. So this is very simple, right? And what else, let's go back. So this is how your um, photo mesh works. And again, you can do custom. So let's say that you don't want to use any of these templates, you want to do something completely on your own. You have new designs that you can create from scratch. So if you have a square design, you can bring this over here, you can change the background color. So you can add a gradient if you want. Again, if you want something exciting, you can do something like this. I can just position myself over here. If you want a completely new design, that is also possible. You can add a little bit of a dash for yourself. You can add some shadows. make it a bit more interesting like this. And then if you have any text, you can go in and put it over here. So it'll make your graphic look that much more interesting. So this is again a complete from the scratch creation. So if you don't want to use any of those circular templates or oval templates or whatever that's available, you can create something from absolute scratch. That is also possible in Photomage. And again, once you're done, all you have to do is hit save. A copy of the file gets downloaded to your machine. That's it. It's as simple as that. And the next interesting tool after Photomash is again a very important and a very favorite tool that is available. That is actually available in PowerPoint, but it's a bit more robust in PIXLR. It's Remove BG, which is removing backgrounds from your photograph. So we typically use PowerPoint. So if you have attended my earlier PowerPoint sessions, I would have taught you how to go in and remove the background. So for in PIXLR, it has an artificial intelligence tool which will remove the backgrounds quite easily. So when I select this, let's say that I have this particular image and I select this. So you can see that the background is now removed. And here what I can do further is I can decide what the background needs to be, whether I want it as a transparent background or whether I want a white background for this or a black background. And again, I can also do an auto crop so that the image, the artificial intelligence automatically crops my image so that the image which is the focus of that graphic gets focused to its maximum possible. So you don't have to go in and manually crop all this. You can do an automatic crop and the image will automatically be resized accordingly. So this is a very big advantage that Remove BG has. So again, when it comes to PowerPoint, you'll have to go in and manually do a lot of things. Here it's extremely simple. It automatically does because PowerPoint doesn't have that AI component to it. So when you hit remove background, it will also try to remove some essential components of that particular image. You have to manually go and unselect that and all. Whereas this particular tool will allow you to do that background removal very easily. And again, saving it is very simple. You just save all as zip. It will just download to your system and you can just go in and use it. So it's as simple as that.
Please show it once again, how
Yes.
to remove background.
I'll demonstrate once again, no problem. So I'm going to close this.
Mm-hmm.
So to remove the background, all you'll have to do is select photo. So from your machine, you can select any photo that you want. So you can see that in this photo, there is a lot of background. There is sky, there is a mountain, there is a lot of gravel and all that. So all I'll have to do is upload. You don't have to do anything. The system will take care. All you'll have to do is just upload your image. Bus. The system will remove the background for you. And if you want to download it with a transparent background, you'll have to select this. So the background is transparent. If you want a white background, you just select white. The background gets filled with white. If you want a black background, you select black and black background comes. As simple as that.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So it's just a matter of uploading. There are no steps over here. You upload your image, the system will take care of everything. And once it's done, you just have to download it for yourself. That's it. So I'm just going back. Okay, the last feature that is available here is the batch editor. So batch editor, again, it's very simple. So all that we saw till now, we were looking at one photograph. So let's say that you have a bunch of photographs that you want to do through this process. Let's say that you are making a presentation and you have a library of about 15 or 20 images that you want to use as part of your presentation, right? So instead of uploading every single image one after the other and doing this process, this function will allow you to batch upload. Like you select all the images in the folder with this, you just select the whole thing, just hit upload. So both images will be processed. So you can crop, you can do resizing, you can add borders to this. So all of that will happen in one go. So if you want to do an auto process, you want to make it all black and white, you want to make a pop out kind of an effect, so all of that can be done. So all your image editing can be done in one shot. So you want to increase the sharpness, you want to make it monochrome, probably a blue based monochrome or whatever you want to do, all of that can be done in one shot. You don't have to individually edit all the images. So all of this can be achieved, and all you have to do just hit export, and all the files that you've done will be exported in one shot. So that is the advantage again with using batch editor in PIXLR, because all other tools that we have seen so far, as far as I mean in this coffee with the episodes, I think we have seen a few examples of image editing tools, but the reason why PIXLR particularly stands out is its ability to do batch processing. So you have 30 images, 40 images, you can just upload all this, adjust the settings just once. All the settings can be adjusted just once. It will be applied to all images, and you can batch exported the whole thing, and all the images will come out finished and ready. So you can go ahead and directly use it as part of your presentations or any other document that you are using. So this is how batch editor works. So this is a very high level overview of PIXLR. I know this is a very quick overview. There, if you actually sit and practice PIXLR, there are a lot of minute functionalities that are available. I didn't actually go through the PIXLR E individual buttons, because that itself is a very long session, and a lot of it comes through practice. So you can go through all of these individual functions, and a lot of them are intuitive, but if you have any questions while working with any particular function in it, you can always drop me a message in the group, and I'll be most happy to demonstrate it for you or help you with a response for that. So apart from that, if you want to take a paid subscription, suppose if you are interested in a paid subscription, this is the costing. So if you want a monthly subscription, for premium is $7.99, for team it's $12.99. So if you are part of an organization and you want to buy it for your team, you will have to go for this. But if it is just for you, it is $7.99 a month. Or if you take a yearly subscription, the monthly price will be $4.90. So again, the if you go for a paid, again you will have a lot more features. So you will have more templates available, you will have more tools available. So that's the only thing. But as far as your basic requirements are concerned, to create good quality graphics, use good quality templates, and create professional looking images in just about 1 or 2 minutes, the free version is more than enough for you. It will allow you to download, it will allow you to save your work on their server. So suppose let's say you have created 10 or 15 images, and maybe a few days later or a few months later you want to come back, revisit one of the images, repurpose any of the images, you can still do that. It saves all the work that you do. Even the free version does that. You can save all your work and come back at any point of time to edit or reuse, repurpose, re-download. You can do all of that with the free edition of PIXLR itself. So I have used both the paid and free version of PIXLR. So paid version I had used quite some time back, but right now for any projects that I need to like quickly create something, suppose let's say I'm creating a small greeting card, or if I'm creating a quick kind of a thumbnail for one of my videos, I usually stop by PIXLR, because it's very quick. In just about a minute or two I can instantly create a template, because when it comes to creating templates, it takes time to kind of think of ideas and think how you want to present it and all. You come to PIXLR, you can create things very quickly. And the other way in which I use PIXLR is to get some inspiration. So let's say that I'm creating something custom and I'm not really getting any good ideas. I just come to PIXLR and just browse through the templates. So when I look at the template, something will strike me somewhere, and I will go in and create my work. So I use PIXLR for getting anything done quickly. Let's say I'm in a hurry and I have to get this done absolutely immediately, I'll work with PIXLR. Or I also use PIXLR as a source of inspiration for creating any materials that are pertaining to the projects that I am working on. So this is a very high level overview of PIXLR. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. And before I complete, like I said earlier, all these PIXLR applications are available for mobile. So you can go to your Apple Play Store, your Apple Store, or your Google Play Store, and you can also download mobile editions of these applications. So all these functionalities that I demonstrated for you over here, that's also available in your mobile. So if you're taking photographs on your phone and you want to do a quick edit, of that on your phone itself. You can download these apps and you can use them. So that's another interesting application of PIXLR that's very very user friendly, and it's very very useful for editing images and creating these kind of graphics on the go. So that was a very brief presentation on PIXLR, its capabilities and the various functions and options that are available. So uh, if you have any questions, you can ask right now.
Thank you so much for interesting, making me this course very interesting. And my one only question is,
Yes.
we have to download in computer or app. Without download direct, we cannot do it, no?
Yeah. You can do it directly. So right now I'm working off just my website. So this is the PIXLR website, and I did all the editing over here. You don't have to download. You don't have to
Okay,
install
okay,
any applications. If you are using a mobile version, then you'll have to download the mobile app. But if
okay,
you are
okay.
using on your desktop computer, no need to download anything. It's a web-based application. You just
Just
have
pixlr.com.
pixlr.com, pixlr.com. You just have to sign up with your Google or Facebook and directly start using. No other step.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, thank you.
And that's
And
actually
what
one of the reasons why I picked this particular tool, because it's very very simple and very easy to use.
very fast also.
Very fast. Within a few
Mm,
steps, you can create like very high quality images.
mm. Even for batch photograph, you cannot do anywhere except Pixlr.
Yes. Yes. So that's a very good advantage with this particular.
Mm. It's so nice. And there is something written free premium version.
Yes, sir. So free is basically whatever I showed you right now is all free.
Mm.
Right, if you want some of the templates, there are free and paid templates. So if you go for a premium model, the entire template library will be available for you. If you are using the free version, only some templates will be available for you. But even though some templates are like very very good to use.
Even in Canva also, it is free and
Yes.
paid. Both are
Yes,
available.
exactly. It is similar to Canva, but the
Mm.
reason why I like Pixlr a little bit more than Canva is because Canva has a little bit more steps to achieve what you want.
Mm.
Pixlr is very very easy.
It's very simple,
Yes,
right, sir? Thank you so much.
sure. So
And
I yes
you will
sir.
be sending the recording also, no?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, okay,
So I
okay.
will
Thank you.
share the recording by tomorrow morning.
No
So
problem.
everyone can have a look, and again you can review the recording. If you have any questions at any point of time, I'm always there. Please feel free to message me. I'll be most happy to answer your questions.
Okay, okay. You are always helpful. I know. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so if there are no more questions, I guess we will close today's session.
Right,
Uh,
sir.
Thank you so much for joining us today, and I look forward to talking to all of you in next month's Coffee with Vaidhi.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you.
Yeah,
Good
have a
night.
nice evening, sir. Bye.